Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Hakumei to Mikochi, episode 2. So last episode, we're introduced to the characters. You know, it's the first episode, so they gotta introduce you to everybody. In this case, Hakumei and Mikochi. Two little, I believe the description said they were 9 centimeter tall girls. I don't know how big that is. It's very small. They were coming back from buying a dresser for their house, which they couldn't even fit through the door. Either that or it was more they couldn't get it up the stairs because they have quite a few stairs to get up to their house. And I guess they didn't want to spend a lot of energy since they were walking back with it. Excuse me. I think it was Mikochi who was carrying it on her back. So anyway, they just leave it outside for now, go inside their house, and start eating. I think it was minestrone soup. That's what they kept saying. And I believe they were talking about this bird that shows up on the top of the mountain or hill. I can't remember exactly. To them, a hill is going to look like a mountain. But give me a second. Okay. But, yeah. They're just talking about this bird. I can't remember. It's like a red, red kite, I think it was. I forget what exactly they were saying about it, but they decided to go and try to see it. So they end up getting... Well, they start walking, actually, into the woods, and they end up getting a ride with a couple of beetles to take them up the hill, or mountain. I can't remember exactly. When they get up there, they sit around a fire, and they eat some more soup, because they had brought some with them. Mikochi is talking about a bird that she used to have. It was white, and it loved to eat her minestrone soup. And every day she would feed it, and then one day it just stopped coming. I believe Hakumei mentions, well, maybe the red kite is this bird that you're talking about. Maybe it is or her feathers just turned red. Or maybe the sun, in the morning makes it look more red than it actually is. Which actually ended up being the case. They end up seeing the bird. It eats some of her minestrone soup, and then it takes them for a ride. And that's when she realizes that that's the bird she was talking about. I cannot remember the name she had given it. But she was super happy to see that the bird was alright. Dropped them off at their house. And it left. And Hakumei is like, we probably should have asked him to bring our dresser up to the house. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. But no, they forgot. And the second part, because it's got like two separate stories, the second part was they were in a shopping district. Had like a fish market, and they had vegetables and other kinds of goods you could buy. And they end up going to this bar where Mikochi, if you see me look up, it's because I'm looking at the title to to the anime. But Mikochi knows the owner, and she lets them like drop their stuff off while they go out and look around some more. Mikochi mentions that she lost her wallet, so she has to go and look for it. So that's what they end up going to do. They go out, and they're still looking around and checking out some of the shops, but they're also keeping an eye out for the wallet in case they run into it. I don't think she actually remembers where she dropped it, like where she may have dropped it, but they're having a good time while they're out looking around. I believe they end up running into a merchant who had picked up her wallet. He had found it and was holding on to it until I guess he saw her again. The episode was actually a lot better than the way I'm describing it. It's hard for me to describe stuff in an anime like this. It's a slice of life, like really cutesy kind of anime. I might not even try to describe what happened in the episodes later, like after this, because it would be better for you just to watch it. You'd get a much better experience than hearing me talk about it. But the guy ends up finding the wallet and gives it to her, and she goes back to the bar where the owner had made them a huge meal. And they sit around, eat, talk. I believe Hakumei ended up getting something, but I can't remember what. And then they head home. Yeah, definitely much better to just watch it than to hear me talk about it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this episode. I actually really enjoyed it. So let's get into this. I did not watch the preview, so I don't know what's going to happen. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.